Hello, welcome to my renovation project. I've been at this for quite a while, since 2021, and it's now 2024. Just hoping to share some kind of longer format videos here, and I haven't looked too far ahead in what the content of the next few videos is going to be, because my filming was fairly sporadic and inconsistent, but hopefully I can patch something together to kind of share the progress. This video was taken back at the start in April 2021, and it's a bit of a tour around the site and the house. The site's just under an acre, and luckily included this kind of radioactive green dipping tank, which is home to tadpoles each year. The site looks quite different. Even this space here is full of old timber that came out of the house, and I'm surprised to see how much of a concrete base there is there. But I'm just going to take you down through the site here. So even this whole area is a bit different now. Even looking at the gates, it looks more like a pen there, whereas not anymore. So I'm just about to climb over and walk over a stream that cuts through the site. It cuts through diagonally down the site, which actually caused some headaches, I guess, around design and septic tank locations. But it'll be a nice feature when the house is finished. The house, or the whole site, was a bit of a jungle, and the house was a bit of a jungle when I got it. There was a lot of this gunra, or giant rhubarb, which grows well down here, and it's very satisfying to cut down, but it grows quickly and strong and high. And you can see even behind here that this fuchsia bush hides. Behind there is a hidden shed. You can see the whole top of that now that I've cleaned it all off, but you'll see a better angle from the other side. It was completely hidden when I got it. And further down the lane here, you get a glimpse of the back of the house. There was an old concrete extension to the back, covered in ivy. That's also gone now. But everything, it's kind of mad to see how different it is with all the growth cut back, but it kind of had to be done just to see what could be done with side and see what I was dealing with for the design, and just open the place up a bit. So further down this bit of a laneway here is just onto the main road, and kind of just shows the aspect of the house. This is looking directly south down towards the Kenmare Bay over there in the distance, and then further down to Derelict, to the Long Beach. So you can see the tide when it comes far in, or right the way, and you can see it filling up the basin down there. This is the front of the house. Then it was all covered in cement render, which has been peeled off, and nature had kind of taken over. You can see the ivy there in the window. I'd taken off some of the lower level. The day before, I might be able to pull up a side-by-side comparison here. You can see where the gunner was. You couldn't even see the base of the house. So this day was kind of the first day I could see the bottom of the house and the bottom of the door, and not that I could get in through the front door, and this is a bit of a set of steps down to the road from the house, which I think would be a nice feature. I'm going to leave it there. I might do something else with the posts that are there. And then up here then is towards this up banks up towards the stream here. The stream is actually quite deep. It won't be visible from here because of all the growth, but it's quite deep within there in a gully. And like I said, that cuts up diagonally towards the left at the back of the house. And then I'm just going to come around here to the back of the house again. The side by side might show you, but it was incredibly overgrown. You couldn't even see this shed here where you can see topped in ivy here. I really had to cut my way in there, and the only reason I knew it was there was because it was on the ad for the house. It was shown as when it was the side of it was being cleared a bit. So everything had just been dumped in there, and that all had to be cleared out. The roof is in very bad condition. It's concrete roof it's cracked down the middle, so there's a lot of water going in there. It survived, and it's still lasting. It's still there now, but something's going to have to be done to replace it, or to take it off safely anyway. So yeah, there's just bits of stuff hidden everywhere, like this old handle and weighing scales on the wall. So who knows? I'm not sure what the shed was used for. Maybe just to keep animals. There is a little chimney here, or a fireplace in there, so it's hard to know. But who knows if those old sheds were used for a bit of everything, bit of storage, bit of dumping stuff in there. And then back down towards the house. So I had a rough idea of designs, but nothing major. I kind of had very vague ideas, but until the site was cleared, I wasn't committing to anything, and it took me quite a while to commit to putting pen to paper and committing to a design. So this was an old extension, obviously added later on. I'm not sure what these 2 rooms at the back were used for, but this, I guess, the main back hall here. So it was just kind of left in this condition. I had to do a bit of clearing out, but these old walls were just all mass or just concrete walls, and I've taken everything down. It wasn't any use. I would have had to do a lot of work to wrap it and insulate it, but it wasn't worth it. The floors would have all had to be dug up, and there was nothing I could really do with this design-wise. The second room then, again, not sure what it was used for. It had this kind of polystyrene covering for the ceiling, all ripped down, all cleared out. These 2 rooms were just used for storage for the first couple of months before this was knocked down. I just come back out here to show you where the different levels. So this first section we walk past here is a double height where there's a bathroom. The bathroom, I'm not sure, maybe was added on later and stitched into the roof, but this lower section, just like a complete living roof, full of ivy, full of, I think there was an old hawthorn growing up there. I was worried about climbing up there first to clear it off, but I needn't have been, because when we did demolish it, it was like a bunker. It was very difficult to knock down. There was no chance of it falling down by me standing up on top of it. So the first level is a concrete roof, and then above that then there's a timber roof, and that's what caused all the damage that you'll see in here. So coming in the back door, you can see the lintel here is completely rotten out of the top of the door. All of the moisture was coming down the back wall from the roof down through the floor, and had caused a lot of damage to the floor and the roof above. I think if the extension hadn't been built, the whole place would have been dry and fine and probably in a better condition, and I probably wouldn't have bought it because somebody else would have. So I guess in some ways I'm kind of lucky. So you can see all the stonework there above, and you can see here with the damage, a mattress had fallen through the back of the stairs. So everything was completely rotten, and you can see coming in here to what I'm assuming was a bit of a sitting room or parlour. I'm not sure what they would have called it, but you can kind of see the view there through the dirty window. So that's again down to the Derelict Bay, and over there to the left to the Kenmare Bay. There wasn't much left of the house. It was kind of left as is. I hadn't really cleaned anything out. Old panelling on the walls, and you can see the damage to the floor there, completely rotten through. And over here to the left, even worse again. So you can see all the growth up through the wall, and all the green stuff growing on the wall above. So yeah, it wasn't in good condition. I knew I was going to have to kind of rip all of this out. I knew this just as I was buying it, so I kind of knew what was coming. I think I don't show you above just yet, but there is good vaulted ceilings into the room above. This old organ was left there, obviously didn't work, but there was music in the house because there was an old accordion upstairs as well. The guy who was there was a tailor. There was these one pretty heavy duty sewing machines and 2 others in boxes that, maybe I'll try and repair, but there was an old score trophy and clearly some music in the house. But yeah, this was the condition I got it in. I kind of knew I wasn't going to be keeping any of this. It was all just going to be ripped out, which in some ways is easy. It's just to make the decision to get rid of everything. You don't have to, there's no kind of, should I keep this wall? Should I not keep this wall? It was all blank canvas. Everything was going to be taken out. All of this taken off the walls. I knew I was going to rip off the plaster, pull off the plaster and re-plaster it in a lime render, an insulated lime render. So that calendar on the wall is actually from 1999. So it's likely the last time someone was either living there or in and out of there. Then, I'm not sure what I'm showing here, but it's back into the same room. Bit less ivy coming through that window. There was nice doors, maybe not nice doors, but nice old doorknobs on the doors. Traditional, I guess. Upstairs then I was too scared to go up, even though I could have well gone up because the floor's plenty strong apart from the bit at the back. But in there to the right is the toilet. Then there was 2 decent-ish rooms left and right, and one very, very small room at the front. Really small. So there was 3 bachelors here at one stage. You can see then bit of moisture obviously getting through the gable end there with the green. So the left-hand side, kind of as you're coming down the stairs, and the back of the house were the dampest and the areas with the most damage. The roof and the walls, other than that, are pretty good. So you can just see how it's stitched into the extension was stitched into the main house, and it's the reason I'm wondering was the bathroom built afterwards because of how this slab was poured. It was almost as if they poured just one continuous roof slab on the ground floor level, and then the next section was built up after, and when that was taken down, you can see that that section was built in blockwork. So that's what I'm thinking, is that they just did a single story and they must have had maybe an outhouse as a toilet, and then the second bit was built up after. And because of the height of the roof, and because of, you know, it's a story and a half, I guess, to get the head height going into the bathroom, they had to stitch into the side of the roof, and just with the old waterproofing, over time that got damaged and disintegrated, and water got in as it does. You can see an old bit of plaster there that's kind of fallen off the side of the house. So I'm coming out here to show the other side where the stone has become revealed. So I wasn't sure if the house was stone first of all, or if it was mass concrete, but I could see this and I could see it was clearly stone, which kind of put an age on the house and kind of let me know that at least it wasn't mass concrete I was dealing with. At least I could pull off the cement render and deal with it and make it breathe again, I guess. But you could see this section was patched at some stage because of the discoloration, and that's obviously just the soot coming out through where the chimney is. But it had been patched, and it had been patched with a stronger render, because that section was actually much harder to take off when I did get to taking it off. But yeah, that's pretty much the tour of the house as it is and as I got it. So I suppose you can follow along and see. Hopefully the next video won't take too long to get up. And like I said, the videoing was pretty inconsistent, so we'll see what the next video entails. But I'm at the stage now where I'm started the extension, as you can see maybe if you've gone onto my Instagram, and I will hopefully become a bit better at video and things, because there's more to video and more to see. So yeah, let's see how it goes.